Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, we'll discuss the best USB-C monitors in the year 2022. All the links to the products are given in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. First we have the LG 32UN880B UltraFine Display Ergo. Of course, the LG 32UN880B lacks unique features for its price range. Still, it remains one of your best options for ergonomic display thanks to its professional features and a 32-inch size that matches the 4K resolution, providing ample screen space. It's an excellent choice for anyone looking for a professional 32-inch monitor that's also ergonomic. We can say that ergonomic high-resolution screens are frequently more expensive than other types. Of course, if there's a sale or something, you can still get some at a reasonable price, but otherwise things are pretty much the same, and have been for a few years. On the other hand, this type of display typically includes high-end features that match the costs and are generally only available to media professionals. In terms of design, the stand, as with nearly any ergonomic display, is what distinguishes it, and it is frequently the display's masterpiece. The stand has a matte black design and several adjustments, including tilt, height, swivel, pivot, extend, and retract, which all contribute to its monitor's ergonomic status. Coming to the next, we have the BenQ SW321C. Naturally, a product's packaging is less important than the product itself. However, it is worth noting that BenQ packages the SW321C in as much recyclable material as possible. Almost the entire monitor's container and packaging is cardboard, which can be easily recycled, while a few pieces of high-density foam cushion the monitor. 95% of the packaging is cardboard. Personally, I was ecstatic to see this approach. Congratulations, BenQ! Naturally, a product's packaging is less important than the product itself. However, it is worth noting that BenQ packages the SW321C in as much recyclable material as possible. Overall, the SW321C's design is unassuming and utilitarian, but it has an honest beauty that allows it to blend with nearly any aesthetic. There are no chrome accents, polished, chamfer edges, and no translucent plastic to catch stray light. Meanwhile, the BenQ logo is screen printed on the lower bezel. The display's hardware is made of a simple plastic, a subtly textured dark gray that seems to blend with any style. The color black would have been too harsh. BenQ's choice of this cool gray is utilitarian and understated, which I adore. The color accuracy and rendition of the BenQ 32 SW321C are nearly perfect, as one would expect at this price point. The BenQ SW321C is extremely simple to set up, and you get a monitor that provides professional performance at a fraction of the price of some alternatives. The 32-inch SW321C is extremely easy to use right out of the box. This display is packed with subtle details that speak to BenQ's commitment to providing a superior product and a flawless experience. In reality, all professional monitors will have nearly identical specifications. In my opinion, the intuitive user interface, the emphasis on the most common functions, brightness, input, color mode, and other features, tell the true story. The LG Dual-Up 28MQ780 has a distinct form factor, but its appearance is consistent with the brand's other Ergo and business models. The monitor is entirely matte black, and we're curious if LG will ever release white versions. The display isn't wholly bezel-free, but that's fine because the borders are barely visible when the device is in use. The first challenging aspect of this monitor is its various dimensions for users with a small nook for their workstations. It requires up to 20 inches of depth when fully extended, but keep in mind that its stand is only clamped to the edge of your desk. Those with shelves above their tables will have difficulty raising them because the maximum height when fully extended is 28 inches. This build quality is on par with the brand's other premium offerings. The materials used are solid and dependable, and none of its parts have cosmetic flaws. The included Ergo stand is sturdy, preventing the screen from sagging, and its C-clamp keeps the monitor upright. The LG Dual-Up 28MQ780 has an OSD button beneath the LG logo for quick access to settings and features. It is also compatible with the brand's on-screen control software, allowing you to access features such as PB, PIP modes, from your operating system's desktop. Other premium models go so far as to include remote controls, but this is unnecessary with this setup. Next, we have BenQ PD3220U. The BenQ PD3220U is a 32-inch 4K monitor designed for photographers, videographers, and other graphic designers that offers a plethora of valuable features at a lower price than the competition. A monitor that costs more than $1,000 isn't cheap, but the PD3220U fills a unique niche in the PC monitor hierarchy, making it a tremendous value even at this price point. The PD3220U was designed with the MacBook in mind, according to BenQ, and the design takes cues from Apple's designs, and the similarity is obvious. The monitor's color is explicitly labeled space gray, and to a large extent, it lives up to that description. The stand, base, and cabinet are all solid and straightforward. The base is made of aluminum, but the stand and cabinet are made of plastic to allow maximum adjustability. In vertical orientation, the BenQ PD3220U will tilt, swivel, and pivot up to 90 degrees. It has nearly 6 inches of height adjustment, which is almost the same as the PD3200U, and allows for much arrangement on your work desk. The BenQ Design View PD3220U has an excellent connectivity and nearly all the ports you need. That's fantastic news for the creative professionals who are the monitor's intended audience. There are 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, DisplayPort, 2 USB-A 3.1 ports, a micro USB port, and 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports on the back. That is a monitor that can be easily converted into a USB hub. The Design View PD3220U has a long list of features and capabilities that will appeal to content creators. The quality 31.5-inch IPS panel with 3840 by 2160 pixels is first on the list for the ultimate whole UHD experience. BenQ claims the monitor can display 100% of the sRGB spectrum and 95% of the DCI-P3, but this figure does not include Adobe RGB. Coming up next, we have the ViewSonic VP3268a-4K. The physical design of the ViewSonic VP3268a-4K is familiar and, if anything, underwhelming. Aside from the slim bezels, the chassis appears a little dated. However, it is well built and well featured, with a wide range of adjustability, arguably more critical in the long run. The VP3268a-4K's panel is cutting-edge 4K, 32-inch item based on IPS technology. With a contrast ratio of 1300 to 1, it only falls short of the latest IPS technology, which has recently emerged and offers up to 2000 to 1 native contrast. However, this is a productivity panel and does not support HDR. As a result, contrast performance isn't high on this priority list. Color accuracy is critical, which is why features like Pantone validation exist. Given the factory calibration, the ViewSonic VP3268a-4K should look fantastic right out of the box. And that is precisely what it does. The default calibration is stunning, somehow vibrant, and saturated, while remaining balanced and natural. There is no evidence of compression in the test images. However, the selection of color space presets is somewhat limited. DCI-P3 and Adobe RGB, for example, are not supported. The pixel response, which is poor in the factory settings, is also on the less impressive side of the tally. The OSD menu does include overdrive settings for fine-tuning the response. Even the fastest option, however, provides a mediocre response. Still, overshoot isn't an issue, and given the VP3268A for productivity remit, this isn't a deal breaker. Lastly, we have the ASUS ProArt PA329C. Even though it has more straightforward design than the other 4K options in its lineup, the ASUS ProArt PA329CV looks like a premium monitor. The device is black, so it will not clash with additional devices or setups. The display has a bezel-free design on 3 sides, making the screen appear larger, even with inner borders. For most people, this is a massive monitor, so you must consider its dimensions and the available desk space. Because it is nearly as wide as an ultra-wide variant, it may cover or offset your speaker setup if you have one. Its build quality is fantastic due to its premium nature, which includes the best materials available at its price point. Because the plastics used are thick and robust, they will not flex or crack when subjected to moderate force. The included stand has a metal upright, so it's stable and durable enough to keep the screen from wobbling, even if you nudge it. However, the ASUS ProArt PD3220U fell behind in terms of control layout. It still has OSD joysticks on the bottom bezel, rather than the joystick found on almost every ASUS monitor from the low to high tiers. The layout is conveniently located in the front of the bottom bezel, making them more accessible, but it's still more time-consuming to use than joysticks or D-pads. For your convenience, the included stand has tilt, swivel, pivot, and height adjustments. The monitor is also VESA compatible, but it comes with a C-clamp, so you don't have to buy and replace the default one. Because the clamp replaces the large base, it saves space and money, which is fantastic for customers. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like, share, and subscribe to our channel.